Welcome to the newest episode of Friday Night Wars. And I'm talking. So you know what that means? The streak is dead. Joe Morley, you should have known better than to call out TikTok boy and his TikTok following. Poke the TikTok boy and you might get the TikTok teeth. And we accomplished just that, squad, winning in a 10-5 landslide victory. It was as easy as beating piggy bank picks in a flag football game. So now, Joe Morley, since you wanted to come at my crowd, since you want to come at my squad, I'm going to come at yours. Where's your team at, Joe Morley Sports? Because all I see is the book club votes. I see votes from people with the last name Morley, very coincidentally. Where's Joe Morley's TikTok fan page? Where's Joe Morley's podcast followers, Instagram followers? Where are y'all at? As you asked my people, and my people showed up. Mike and the Mic squad, let's start our own streak since Joe Morley wanted to open his mouth about the most electrifying sports following in the game today.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Step into the war zone!
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 Friday night war zone!
Friday night war zone!
Hey yo, it's Phil Flames, I'm with Mike on the Mic and Joe Morley. About to bring you more heat. Welcome to the war zone. You can have a floor seat. Watch them on your iPhone, watch them on your Galaxy. It's a sports debate show, straight up out of SoCal. Gather around the laptop, Friday nights it goes down. And we on the radio, coming to your locale. Got into the third round, better bring the smoke now. Step into the war zone.
Step into the war zone!
Step into the war zone.
Step into the war zone!
Step into the war zone.
Step into the war zone!
Friday night war zone.
Friday night war zone!
Step into the war zone.
Step into the war zone!
Step into the war zone.
Step into the war zone!
Step into the war zone.
Step into the war zone!
Friday night war zone.
Friday night war zone!
Mike, you think I'm afraid of some TikTokers? Do you think I'm afraid that your TikTokers came and let you win one battle? Look at the trophies above us. Still winning this. Friday Night War still belongs to Joe Morley. TikTok fans, no TikTok fans, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter that you got one win. It doesn't matter if your TikTok followers come on over. Bring them over because Joe Morley's still dominant. Joe Morley's still going to smack you around like there's no tomorrow. Joe Morley's still going to dominate these debates. And you want to call my people out? My people don't play games. You know what? They came out and they felt sorry for you this week. They came out and they felt sorry for you and were like, let's have Mike win one because he's been looking sad the last couple of weeks. Been looking like a sad puppy crying over there because I've been knocking you out week after week. You look like Conor McGregor laying on that ring the last couple of weeks. But it's all right. TikTok, you won't stop. All you TikTok followers out there, I'm glad you finally showed up. I'm finally glad that you give Mike a little backing that make him believe that he belongs on this show again. Because Mike was getting pretty sad. And there's not a TikTok dance out there that's going to save him this week.
Well, what you don't realize, Joe, what you don't realize, Joe Morley, is that a drop of a hat, as quick as a snap, one win could become 2 wins. 2 wins could become 3 wins. 3 wins could become 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins. So you better watch out, man. You better watch out. You're going to attack TikTok followers again. The TikTok followers and the Mike and the Mic squads going to hand you a string of L's where this little 1-point lead that you're bragging about is going to dissipate very quickly.
Mike, even the Undertaker lost one time at WrestleMania, but then the streak continued right after that. So don't give me this. Don't say your TikTok followers have your back because they had it one time. Doesn't mean they're coming back. Doesn't mean they're going to be here next week. Doesn't mean they haven't fell in love with me. Because once they get a hold of this, it's love at first sight, baby.
Yeah. Totally, Joe. I'm ready to go to war today. How you feeling? How was your day? How was your week? What'd they miss? What'd I miss?
No, football season's over. Now what are we going to do? Now what's the show going to do?
Talk about baseball. Talk about basketball.
Oh, yeah, there's other sports besides football. That's right.
The NFL offseason.
But let's start the show off by talking football. How about that? Today on the show, what are we going to talk about? What's the 3 topics that you want to talk about today, Mike?
Well, we never got to close the book on the Super Bowl on Friday Night Wars yet, so we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. Just a little bit about the Super Bowl, and we're going to talk some baseball. I'm excited for it.
So talk Super Bowl, baseball, and we'll have a great time. And you guys remember to go and vote in the comments. You already know who you're voting for. It's the J to the O to the E. Put it on down there. Like, subscribe. Send this to all your family and friends and their family and friends, and then their family and friends and their coworkers, their baby mamas, their side chicks, whatever, side men, whatever. Get the word out there. Friday Night Wars, and let people see the beating that Mike takes, and he's about to take right now.
Wise words that a man named Simple Ball Dropping Pod told me. Ask a friend to tell a friend. That is the best way you can support the show. If you really want to support the show, send it to a friend and ask them to send it to a friend. That's how word of mouth works nowadays on the internet. And the best way to help Friday Night Wars grow and have a great time growing. The more people we get in here, the better time we're going to have. Joe, I'm ready. I could tell that you're not really ready, but doesn't matter. Let's go to war.
Who was the Super Bowl MVP runner-up?
Mike. Leonard Fournette already came out. He already came out and said Tom Brady stole his MVP trophy. And he's willing to forgive him because he got the ring, right? Leonard Fournette was joking, of course, even though Fournette had one heck of a game. There's a couple of guys that you can list, and you probably aren't wrong, of who could be the MVP, who could have been better than Tom Brady, who could be runner-up of MVP. Heck, you could give the MVP award to the whole Chiefs offensive line because they helped out the Buccaneers, right? But in all seriousness, Mike, I'm going to go with Devon White. Why not? 12 tackles. 2 of those were for loss. He was all over the field. I've said it all season. Tampa Bay's linebacking group is the best in the league. That whole defense put on a show, and the defensive line was amazing, and it freed up the linebackers enough to fly everywhere around the field that they wanted to be. I just think this whole defense, the whole Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense was so dominant. Somebody on that side of the ball should have walked away with the MVP trophy.
A couple weeks ago, I came on this very show in front of the hundreds and hundreds of Friday Night Wars hardcore fans. I came on Friday Night Wars, starring Mike on the mic, and said Rob Gronkowski was going to make a difference like we haven't seen yet this season in the Super Bowl. And sure enough, 6 receptions, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not 1, 2 touchdowns. Rob Gronkowski this season did not have his typical year that we're used to seeing. In fact, at one point, he described himself as a blocking tight end, which he also did very well at in the Super Bowl. I knew that was a smokescreen for things to come for Gronkowski later in the season because despite the lower numbers that he put up this year than we're used to hearing and seeing, when the Buccaneers needed the Gronk showed up, and that's exactly who they got in the Super Bowl. He made the plays that he was asked to make when he was asked to make them all year. This is why he's also going to be the Super Bowl runner-up MVP for me because someone did have to throw him those touchdown passes. This year showed me some real deal veteran football player, excuse my language, shit from Gronkowski this season. It was no different in the Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl 55 MVP runner-up, but you already know he's the MVP of the Super Bowl 55 after party.
I saw this meme today that said, if only the Kansas City Chiefs would have had a security guard from WrestleMania, they could have stopped Rob Gronkowski. For you guys that don't get that, Rob Gronkowski tried to jump over the rail a couple WrestleManias ago to get into the ring, and a security guard stopped him. One little security guard stopped him. So just a little wrestling joke, a little zinger.
Yeah, they should.
I know the wrestling fans are out there going, ha ha ha.
Should have told.
Everybody else is like, well, that's stupid, Joe.
They should have told Reed Sorensen and Ben Neiman and Clark that you guys can't cover. I'm putting the security guard.
Yeah, Rob Gronkowski had a hell of a game. Hell of a game. That's good for him, man. And I saw another thing that said that when he posted that thing about how he was a blocker, like he said that in August, September.
Yeah,
I'm a blocking tight end now. That basically the Buccaneers were setting up the play action that far back.
I would not be surprised. Oh, when he said that, I knew it immediately. I said, "This is a smoke screen. They're not using Rob Gronkowski as a pure blocking tight end. He wouldn't be making that much money if he was just a purely blocking tight end." They knew that they needed to save him at the beginning of the season. This was stuff that we talked about in the beginning of the season. I'm pretty sure me and you actually talked about this in the beginning of the season. They knew they needed to save the dude because if you try and go full speed with him through an entire NFL season, he ain't going to make it through. His body just can't hold up. They knew they needed to save him for the big moment. Sure enough, in the playoffs, made a few big plays in a couple games leading up to the Super Bowl, and then was the Super Bowl MVP runner-up, in my opinion. I like the Leonard Fournette pick also, though.
Leonard Fournette.
But also, I like the Devin White 12 tackles. I didn't realize he had that many tackles, or I might have taken him.
Yeah, Devin White had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Leonard Fournette's garbage. I'm saying that's what Brian Bolted Up Sports said. Before the Bowl. But yeah, Leonard Fournette, man. I'm ready to see what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do in the offseason and what they're ready to do. But yeah, like Tom Brady didn't have that great of a stats wise. He took over the game, but stats wise, only 207 yards passing, which is good. But so the MVP could have gone to anybody. But you knew it was going to Tom Brady, and nobody's going to complain that it went to Tom Brady because of how much he meant to the team and how much he turned that team around this season. And he went in there, and the first thing he said, "We're going to win a Super Bowl," and they went out and did it.
And he said it in the press conference, kind of put a nice little closing, not press conference, but victory speech, really. Put a nice little closure to it. Everyone expected this to happen, right? That's what he said in the mic. I was like, oh, man, Tom Brady, you were such a savage. And then seeing him at the party this weekend, this entire week so far, he just absolutely plastered, throwing the Super Bowl trophy around like a maniac.
He threw the Super Bowl trophy from one boat to another boat.
Yeah, and it was not a short throw. It was a solid 5 or 6 yard throw.
And then did you see him walking off the boat?
Yeah, he was completely
somebody actually had to carry it. Like
he was completely messed up, just smiling from ear to ear. It's good to see the guy having fun after all those years being so serious in New England.
Yeah, I don't think you would have seen a boat party parade in New England.
Although Gronk still partied, but he wouldn't do it with it. It wouldn't be with the team. It would have just been separately. Gronk doing his own crazy thing.
Gronk's not allowed to touch the Super Bowl trophy.
He's gonna spike that thing. I'm just waiting for the video to come out. He's gonna remember what he did to Steve Harvey at the New Year's Eve celebration.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, remember what he did with it when somebody threw a pitch at him and he used it as a bat?
Yeah.
So,
that dude's an absolute maniac. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens in the offseason to go back to that point, because they got to re-sign Levante David. They got to re-sign Chris Godwin. They got to re-sign Leonard Fournette. All three big pieces of this Super Bowl run. We'll see what they decide to go with. There's some big decisions to be made by the Buccaneers organization with those three guys. I think one of them is probably going to be leaving. I think the other two are going to get re-signed.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll see what the Bucs do. But Gronk, I know you're watching this show. If you want to come on, you want to bring that high energy onto this show, Rob Gronkowski, you are welcome to come on Friday Night Wars, and welcome to the War Zone anytime. Rob, hit us up, Rob.
Yeah, we'll let you spike anything that you want, any one of our belongings. Like anything you see in the background, you want to spike it? Spike.
You want the crystal ball? You got this.
Spike that thing. Mini doesn't matter.
Even though this crystal ball told you exactly what was happening in the world in the Super Bowl, this crystal ball right here told you the defensive line of the Buccaneers was going to eat.
There's some dogs. I put up a little meme of like the dog from Sandlot chasing Benny the Jet, and the dog was labeled the Bucs D line, and Benny the Jet was Patrick Mahomes.
Oh man, we can go on and on about the Super Bowl. I think we beat it, and everybody has. We all know Tampa Bay dominated that game. It's the worst game that we've seen the Chiefs play in probably 2 years, right?
Yep.
It was horrible. I don't know. If you guys watch Welcome to the War Zone, you guys heard Raw Mind Sports talk about it. Ryan Jones talked about it and said the 49ers did it last year, but the Chiefs were able to come back. So I don't know if it's just something about the Super Bowl that they overthink stuff and they shut down. But that could be the case. But because in the regular season, what'd you say? They were 24-1 before the Super Bowl loss. And
Yeah, with Patrick Mahomes, playoffs included, and the Super Bowl run last year. Since Patrick Mahomes' injury in 2019, 24-1. I'm taking out the one game against the Chargers where none of the starters played.
Wow,
Ridiculous.
unbelievable.
It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anyways, closing the book on the NFL season, let's talk about what sport we're moving on to now. It's going to be tough. I'm going to feel a little lonely at times, but there's other sports out there, and they're going to be heating up right at about this time. So I'm excited for it. Let's move on to the next round. Drop a comment who you think won this one.
What will we be watching now that the NFL season is over?
So, as some know, I was gone, MIA, away from the world for the past 4 years or so. Well, actually, I've almost been out for almost a year now. But the last 4 sports seasons, I should say, other than the NFL season, really missed out on the NBA and all of basketball the last couple seasons. Last season's playoff run for the Lakers, my Los Angeles Lakers and your Los Angeles Lakers, were my first games and first exposure back to basketball after returning home. A lot has happened in the past 4 years in the world of basketball, so 100% I do need to catch up on my NBA knowledge, not gonna lie. NBA basketball will fill the void left by the NFL last week, and for me, and I'm excited for it. I'm getting to watch Kevin Durant and the Nets and this new super team that they formed. I'm getting to watch my Los Angeles Lakers and your Los Angeles Lakers try to repeat with LeBron and Anthony Davis. I get to see some of these young stars that are up and coming in the NBA right now, get to learn more about every single one of them. I'm really looking forward to some NBA basketball, especially come playoff time, more for educating myself and getting myself back in the game, getting my head in the game, as they would say on High School Musical, but also because I think that my Los Angeles Lakers are going to go back to back.
Mike, football comeback. You can blame it all on me. Mike, are you serious? What am I going to be watching with no football on TV for the next couple months with no football on TV? What am I going to be watching? NASCAR, golf, of course, tennis, all the good. I'm just kidding. Hell no. Nah. I'm ready for baseball, baby. This is the first time in my life, I get to see my team announced as the World Series champions. This is the first time I get to see my team and say that my team has a chance to go back to back. Spring training starts next week, and I couldn't be happier. The Dodgers, baby, the Dodgers. Look at this. Dodgers, right? All the other teams are looking up at the Dodgers and wanting to knock them off. I want to see how the Dodgers handle the season. That they have, that they have the pressure off their backs now of winning that title. The Dodgers will go out there and have fun and not have that title weighing on their backs anymore. The Dodgers now have 3 Cy Young Award winners in the rotation, and they all might be worse than Walker Buehler, right? 3 Cy Young winners, and they might not be the best pitcher on the team. I'm watching baseball, baby. Let's go Dodgers. Bellinger, Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, Will Smith, Clayton Kershaw, David Price, Walker Buehler, Justin May, Corey Seager. It's time to repeat, baby. It's time to repeat. Baseball season's here, and you know what that means. You know what that means, Mike, in the great words of Vin Scully. It's time for Dodger baseball.
That was good. That was amazing. Go ahead and give Joe this round. I'm pretty confident I'm going to win the last round and the first round. So here you go, Joe. Here's your bone. Because you said the word back-to-back. Both the Lakers and the Dodgers are going back-to-back. Why would we, as Los Angeles sports fans, not be excited for the ending of NFL season? Because our Los Angeles sports teams, even though you don't root for your hometown football team because you're a bandwagon.
Going back up.
Our NFL teams failed us as far as winning a championship, but our baseball team and our basketball team did not. And our baseball team and our basketball team will not fail us. Just a little spoiler, I'm about to completely contradict myself in about 5 minutes. So
let me tell you guys, baseball season, I don't care. I don't care what team you root for. Baseball season is awesome. And I hope we can get back in the stadium to hear the crack of the bat, to see these guys pitch the ball. I don't know. I like big scoring games where home runs are hit every other bat, and I love no hitters. It doesn't matter. Baseball, and the great thing about baseball is that you could be you could win 14-0 one day, go out there the next day, and you get beat up. Right? The game of baseball is amazing to watch, and I don't care if you're a Baltimore Orioles fan, a Dodger fan, a Seattle Mariner fan, whatever fan you are, you go out there and you root and you give these guys 162 games of nothing but baseball, and it's amazing. And you can watch it any time of the day, and every game is different. Nothing can repeat itself every game.
So what do you think? Once they do open it up for fans to go, once the vaccine gets out there and it's safe for us to go, let's do a Dodger game, Laker game. Let's do Friday Night Wars vlogs. Us going to the games and just talking shit.
We'll do it.
We'll get a GoPro and we'll do it.
We'll go to the games. We'll go live at the games. We'll do all kinds of stuff. We'll be at the games. Like once it opens up, because we live in California. Both of us live in California. It's one of the last states that will probably open up. Trust me on that. But hey, I was already at Dodger Stadium last year. You already know that. You already know that. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to go back in there. Just walking into it. Now, Dodger Stadium's it for me, but when you walk into any stadium, you walk out and you see the field. It doesn't matter, football, baseball, whatever, wherever you're going. If you go to basketball games, when you walk out and you see that field or the court or whatever, there's something about it that hits your body as a sports fan, and you just go, and you know, and you like it like takes over your whole body, and you just know that you're there and you're about to see something amazing at any sporting event that you go to.
Yeah, we can make a series out of it. We can go to Dodger Stadium. We can go to Angels games. We can go down to the Padre games if we want to. We can make a series out of it. Do some, make some vlog videos, do some live streams from the games, and make it a little fun. I think it's a great idea.
Yep, and you'll see me going crazy.
How many times I put you on the Jumbotron, Joe? I can just imagine that you spent.
At Dodger Stadium, I don't think I've ever been on there.
Really?
No, I don't think I have. I've done some crazy stuff, but I don't think I've ever have. I could be wrong. I've been to a lot of Dodger games, and they kind of all run together. There's some that stand out more than others, but yeah, I don't know if I ever been on there, to be honest with you.
Huh. My family's been on there a few times. My sister actually had a really cool moment. She caught Cody Bellinger's home run that broke the rookie record, his rookie season for rookie home runs, and they actually had the ball. And then after the game, I guess they met up with Cody, and he wanted the ball, obviously. So he gave him a sign to bat and stuff that they still have. It was a pretty cool experience. I wasn't there for it. I was gone, but it was cool to hear about.
See, that's the only thing. There's a lot of people that catch if you're out there, if you're one of those people that catch one of these home run balls that means something, give it back to the damn player. Come on. I understand that you want to go make your money off of it, but you're not the one that did it. It's not something that you went out and worked your ass off for the whole season. These guys did it. And like you said, a chance, if I ever caught it, and I understand that home run ball could be worth hundreds of thousands, and it could change my life. It could change your life. But I love the game of baseball so much that all I would ask for is to meet the player just like your family did. Yeah. And hopefully that we go that route. But that's just me. That's me.
Well, you saw that video of Brady that got released. He was stuffing his jersey and the game ball into a duffel bag, trying to get out of there as quick as possible with it because his jersey kept getting stolen in other Super Bowls. You just see like a little bit of the jersey out, and then you just see him like scoop it in there. And the guys in the locker room are just like, "Hey, look, he doesn't give a crap about this whole win. He's trying to get home as soon as possible." And I know he's like, he's saving that jersey. Like that jersey's not going nowhere but the Hall of Fame or his own trophy cabinet.
Yeah, nobody's taking this one.
Yeah, man, it's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. We'll definitely go and check some games out, and you guys will definitely be a part of the experience. Everyone that follows Friday Night Wars, Mike on the Mic, and Joe Morley. It's a good topic.
We'll go to Dodger Stadium. We'll have a Dodger dog eating contest, and I'll just tear you up in that too.
I can't afford to do a Dodger dog eating contest because after like the second one, my wallet's empty. It'd be awesome if the XFL was happening this year. Next year, right? 2022.
LA team, The Rock, everybody XFL, hit us up. Mike and I up. Dude. We want to go out there. LA Wildcats, we're ready. We're ready to go. We want to pump up LA for you guys. So LA Wildcats, XFL, Mike and Joe Friday Night War Army is ready to back the XFL Wildcats. Get us out there.
Dude, get us in the booth. We'll do commentary. It'll be perfect. You can actually appeal to the guys that want a little bit more relaxed, less professional commentary. You know, I think that's what everyone wants with the XFL, just more fun than anything, entertainment.
Fun and have a great time. That's it. That's all you can ask when you watch football. That's all you want.
Yep. Baseball, basketball are the main ones. Other sports are going to be out there. We're going to be talking about them. I hope hockey can make a resurgence once they open up stadiums and stuff. Excited for it. Ready to move on to the next round? I think we got this one good.
Yes, sir.
With the addition of Bauer, are the Dodgers locked in as World Series favorites?
Mike, did you not just hear me in the last debate? Did you not just hear me pump up my favorite team, the Los Angeles Dodgers? With or without Trevor Bauer, the Dodgers were already in position to repeat. The Padres, the Braves have been trying all offseason to catch up, right? They've been trying to catch up. The Padres and Braves thought they were right there, thought on paper that they had a team to compete with the Dodgers. And then, boom, the Dodgers signed Trevor Bauer. The Dodgers bring in last year's National League Cy Young Award winner. The Dodgers put the icing on the cake. They put the cherry on the sundae. In baseball, you need pitching, and you can't have enough of it. You can never have enough pitching. The rotation of Buehler, Kershaw, Price, Bauer, and either May or Urias is looking hella good right now, right? I said hella. That's how excited I am. I use Giants territory wording that I said hella. Even if Bauer doesn't repeat his Cy Young Award winning performance, right? Say he gets knocked around just a little bit worse and he finishes with a +3 ERA. It's still okay because he is the third or fourth pitcher on this team. Bauer is also going to eat up a lot of innings. I can't wait to see the energy that he brings to this clubhouse. Bauer's going to fit right in with this clubhouse, and he's a hometown kid. He's a hometown kid from the LA area. He saw the Dodgers and what they did last year to get the ring, and he's going to be the one guy on the team hungry to get his ring. Now he wants his ring. And like Bauer said, Dodger fans, you won't be disappointed. That came from Bauer himself. Last year, the Dodger fans, they cheered, they cried, and they finished the emotional roller coaster ride last year, and we celebrated. And Dodger fans, be ready because we're about to do it again.
Joe, I hate to be the Debbie Downer of Friday Night Wars. You know I'm a Dodgers fan, a huge Dodgers fan, lifelong Dodgers fan. But I'm going to say they are favorites, but in the NL West. I am not stamping out our ticket back to another World Series championship just yet because, I mean, I know the nature of baseball, but first of all, we don't know which Bauer we are signing. The Dodgers are taking a huge leap that he's going to be playing at the high level we saw him playing at last year. Fortunately for us Dodgers and for the Dodger fans, we won't even need him to be the second best or third best, or like you said, even fourth best pitcher in the rotation, which is insane. It's absolutely insane to me because I think Dustin May has a very high potential to blow up next year as well. But unfortunately for us, to match our very strong, probably the best, we'll just say it, the best rotation in the major league right now, there are some very strong lineups in the NL with some bats. The Braves and Padres, to name a few. With losing a few of our own bats to free agency, I am just a little bit concerned. But overall, baseball is extremely unpredictable, and this is the main point I'm going to make here. And any team from anywhere can break out, and anyone on any team, unfortunately, could go into a slump. And if it's one of our key players, it could severely hurt us. So I'm not getting prematurely ready to go back-to-back just yet, but definitely a power move on paper at the very minimum for the LA Dodgers this offseason.
Mike, what's my sweatshirt say? What does my sweatshirt say right here? World Series champions, baby. They're coming back to back. you already know how much pressure was on the Dodgers the last couple of years, how much pressure they had on their show, how much pressure Kershaw had every time he took the mound in the postseason. It's all gone. That's all gone. Now they could just be great, play the game the way they want to, and have none of that pressure on them. None of that's there. They got their ring. They got their trophy. Now it's just going out there repeating it again. There's that whole thing of where losing in the playoffs and all that stuff is gone. Gone. A lot of weight has been taken off these Dodger players' shoulders, and they're just going to shine this year after that.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you, and I 100% want it to happen. But I also just know the nature of the sport. I think you can book an NBA title a lot easier based off of like off-season moves than you can a baseball World Series, because anything can happen and players can go in and out of slumps and teams can get hot. And you said it in previous episodes, any team can get hot and make a run in the playoffs that we're not ready for. So I'm not quite ready to get my hopes to the ceiling yet, but I am very excited. I think it's a very good move. And like I said in my take, I think it was a power move. The Dodgers said, we are willing to keep winning World Series. We're not satisfied with one. And that's what I loved about it.
Not one, not two.
Don't do that. That jinxed them. That jinxed the Heat. That completely jinxed them. It was 2, and that was it. They were done. They should have won 2 or 3, 4 or 5, or even maybe if they stayed together.
And here's the thing about baseball. Baseball, any team can get hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the best team in a best of 7 series, the best team will always take it. They'll always take it. And the Dodgers, with that rotation right there in a 7-game series, come on. Like that's unfair. It's unfair to a lot of, I mean, the only team that you could probably match up with them, but that's only pitching wise, would be the Washington Nationals. Then you got to look at their rotation and their lineup, and their lineup's not there. So you're looking at rotation, you can match them up, and maybe with the Braves and the Dodgers, you can line up the lineups. You can go, okay, the Braves lineup and the Dodgers lineups. Okay, that's good. But then you look at pitching and you're like Dodgers. So no matter what, if you look at the Dodgers whole team against anybody else's whole team, the Dodgers should take it and they should dominate this whole league just like they have been doing.
Yeah, they're the most complete. And how long is the season this year?
162.
Oh, they're going the full 162.
Look at this, Mike.
Interesting.
Look at this. Right here.
Yeah, baby.
This is it. This is what they're going for, baby. Right here. Bring it home again. Bring it home again, because I'm ready to celebrate one more time, and this time not COVID related. And this time you might see me cry again.
Oh, no, I'll definitely cry again. I'll probably cry every time one of my teams win the championship. You don't realize it growing up until it happens for the first time in a very long time. You're like, okay, championships, teams like this are special, and they come along once in a while. And what the Dodgers did last year and the struggle they went through over the last couple of years, I mean, imagine if we get that Astros World Series back, we'd be going for our 3rd in the last couple of years. But what the Dodgers did and overcame and dealt with those couple of years, the struggles in the playoffs, it truly was a inspiring moment to finally overcome that huge barrier or wall that everyone else said that we will never get over. And I say we, I mean Dodgers and Dodgers fans will never, ever get over, and they got over it. And you got a lot of merch from it. I see.
Well, I have every ring. I need to get the newest one.
Yeah.
But there we go. This is what you fight for. This is what the Dodgers play for. And you know what? I don't think they're done making moves. I think that before the season, we'll see a lot more teams make some more moves. Still a lot of good free agents out there. But right now, on paper, the Dodgers are still the best team in the league.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned with depth, losing Kike and Jock. But if Mookie comes out and has another year like that, Cody Bellinger can just go back to being himself like he's been the last couple of seasons. Those two can carry our lineup, and the rest of the lineup is no slouches. We're not going to come out and act like we still don't have one of the best lineups in baseball. I just think it took a little bit of a hit for our pitching rotation to get better, and I'm with you. The Dodgers should do it. I don't want to get my hopes in the ceiling, in the sky, and be brought back down to earth when they don't win it this year. But I think with this team, we're probably winning another one in the next 3 years at the minimum.
You guys heard it. I won this round too. Mike gave me the last round. He gave me this round.
Whoa. I didn't give you this round.
2 wins in a row. If you're on,
this round.
you better be watching this. You better be watching this show, and you better know what I've been doing to Mike. I set him up, and I knocked him out of the park, just
Wait.
like Mookie Betts would have done. Home run on
What are you
both of these
talking
topics.
about? I said in the next 3 years, I expect to win them.
Mike, I won. Mike, I won.
No.
You don't even need to vote for this episode because
No,
put it on the board. Yes.
I'll tell you what. If you're a Dodgers fan, vote for Joe. Everyone else vote for me.
If you're a baseball fan,
No.
vote for Joe.
You think any of the baseball fans want to see a Dodgers repeat other than Dodgers fans?
Hell yes, they do.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They want their
they-
team to win.
They want to see Joe Morley celebrate, and that's all that matters.
Do you want to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers repeat? Do you want to see any other team other than the Los Angeles team? Oh, I guess the Las Vegas Raiders, since you don't want to root for all.
Raiders.
You should root for all hometown teams.
First of all, when I was a kid, the Raiders were in LA.
But you're not a kid anymore. You can make your own decisions now.
What am I going to root for? Some powder blue team? Come on, man.
There's 2 LA teams. I wouldn't knock you for choosing the one that played in the Coliseum.
Pass on both of those teams.
The Rams did fail us in the playoffs. They did fail us in giving Los Angeles the clean sweep in the major sports in America.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
But the Chargers got us next year, I'm sure.
Guys, this is Friday Night Wars. This is Friday Night Wars, and you guys already know. Go out there. You guys vote. You choose the winner. Me or that guy, Mike. It doesn't matter which one you use. Put it down in the comments. Send it around. Let people know, because Friday Night Wars is going big, and we're going to take everybody along with us for this ride. So, guys, share it. Get it out there. Let us know what you guys think about this episode. And let us know what you're excited about. What sport you're ready to watch when football season is now over.
Yes. Please flood that comment section. And one thing before I close this, if you want to join Team Joe, you want to join Team Mike. I don't know why you'd want to join Team Joe, but in those small percentages, the 1% of Friday Night Wars viewers wants to join Team Joe, head to FridayNightWars.com for Team Mike merch, Team Joe merch, and Friday Night Wars merch. We got coffee mugs. We got stickers, which is out of my reach, so I can't grab it. We got t-shirts, sweatshirts, and everything in between. Hats are coming soon. Head to FridayNightWars.com for all Friday Night Wars, Mike on the Mic, Joe Morley sports merch.
You said FridayNightWars.com.
That's the one. FridayNightWars.com. Yes. One more time.
FridayNightWars.com.
All right, we're playing the game next week. Take a shot if you're of the age. Every time we say FridayNightWars.com. So that's already like 7. You're done. Unless you're, 6'5", 350, 400 pounds, you're done.
And this goes out to Mike's TikTok followers.
Here we go.
You got me 1 week. You came out and you showed up 1 week. But it's not going to happen again. TikTok, you will stop, because Mike on the Mic lost this week, and the TikTok followers won't be able to save him more and more and more, because Joe Morley runs this place.
I don't know why I keep referring to the TikTok followers. It's the Mike on the Mic squad. Address them who they are.
This is
TikTok,
what they do over there.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, LinkedIn, doesn't matter. It's the Mike on the Mic squad. We're running at 30K strong, and we will show up next week. We will show up next week, and we will show up every week from this week out. You woke them up. You woke them up. Like I said, poke the TikTok boy, and you might get the TikTok teeth. TTT.
Mike, get that chalky milk ready, because chalky milk's going to make your pain go away.
All right, Joe. All right. Chalky milk. That's enough. I prefer coffee. Looks like chalky milk, but it's not chalky milk. And a big mug, too. A big mug, because I'm a big guy with a big heart and a big need for caffeine. Anyways, let's close it out. FridayNightWars.com. That's your 8th shot of tequila of the episode. Always remember. That's 9. Always remember that you never know when you're talking sports or you're in a sports debate when you're going to have to go to war.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Step into the war zone.
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 Friday night war zone.
Friday night war zone.
You weird motherfucker.
You should have actually punched your camera. Bow right there.
Yeah, but I didn't know. Last time you set my ass up.
No faith, no trust.
I'm like, at least I won't look too stupid if I don't hit the camera.